What to say about Governor Andrew Cuomo? Nothing with this guy is ever simple. He has raised to new heights the skill of snatching defeat from the jaws of victory. Just think about the past year. In the pandemic panic a year ago, as the world seemed to be collapsing around us, he became the Democratic darling, the anti-Trump, who spoke truth to everyone, who would watch his briefings on YouTube. He made you feel warm and fuzzy, in control of chaos. And he put facts above politics. And to make sure we got the point, he even wrote a book to explain this to us, all in the last year. But while all of this was happening on screen, off screen, Governor Cuomo was laying the roots of his own undoing. It's what the Cuomos do, Cuomos. Starting with the nursing homes. There are plenty of ways to defend the decision to send COVID-19 patients back into nursing homes at the peak of the pandemic last March. Even if we look back and say, ouch, that was a bad decision, it may well have been understandable under the circumstances when hospital beds were so vital and the forecasts were so dire. But Andrew Cuomo definitely took an arguable decision and turned it into a scandal by playing fast and loose with the facts, those same precious facts he was showing his reverence for on YouTube every day. How many nursing home residents died from COVID-19? It turns out the Cuomo answer was based on whether they died at the nursing home. If they were rushed to a hospital and then died, they were not counted as nursing home deaths. This is classic Cuomo, passed down from Father Mario to son Andrew. There is no truth that can't be bent to be more favorable by rewording it or redefining it. Andrew's father, Mario Cuomo, was famously argumentative and was well known for writing soaring speeches to distract from his political dilemmas. One of Mario Cuomo's best friends once said of him that if words were birds, he'd be covered in shit. Seriously, what are friends for to say things like that about you? Andrew, alternatively, has actually never been as good at words as his father. But his father, rest his soul, would have been proud of his son for working out a political problem by rewording it poetically. You say deaths of New York's nursing home residents are frighteningly high? No worries. We just redefine nursing home deaths to bring them down. In Cuomo land, this is creativity. Of course, in the real world, it looked a lot like a cover-up. A tragic, horrifying, ruthless, grotesque cover-up. And while this was all unraveling, the governor told a Queens Assembly member, Ron Kim, he would destroy him for questioning his handling of the nursing home data and the investigations. Destroy him. Now, the number of New Yorkers the Cuomos have threatened to destroy is legion. Most of us have survived. But cover-up combined with bullying was not a good look. Not look, luck. And then there was Lindsay Boylan. She used to work in Andrew Cuomo's administration and described the experience as an ongoing series of micro and not so micro sexual aggressions. While Cuomo said her claims were false, most everyone assumed they are true. But her use of them to draw attention as she runs for Manhattan Borough president blunted their impact. Okay, until two other women stepped forward with similar stories. And the New York Post, which never seemed to work up, about Trump's sexual misconducts, ran a photo on the front page of Andrew Cuomo cupping the face of one of these women in his tender hands as he asked to kiss her. Cuomo finally said he was sorry, sort of. It wasn't completely clear if he was sorry for mistreating these women or sorry that they didn't understand that his mistreatment was unintentional and he was sort of unaware of the hurt he was having on women. As Boylan said, how was he supposed to look after the people of his state in this pandemic when he claims not to even be aware of his impact on women in his office? Cuomo says he will not resign. I believe this. Cuomos are a lot of things, but quitters, they are not. He will fight and fight and fight to the last word. That is the Cuomo way. If only the fight were better focused on the real needs of the state instead of the image and ego of the governor. He's been through this before. We're going to talk about that with one of our first guests today. His inner circle is now serving time in prison, but most people aren't even aware of that. This is how he has been able to reinvent himself over and over and distance himself from several scandals. Not one, not two, but many. Thanks for watching and listening to The Nomiki Show. But remember to click like and subscribe on YouTube, and please share on social media. If you're not already a patron, please join us for as low as $5 a month on patreon.com/The Nomiki Show for early and special content. That investment makes a huge difference. We are not corporate media raking in the dough. It's really you guys that are keeping us going. So please consider being a patron. And to our current patrons, thank you so much. We are incredibly grateful to you. We also now have swag. So check us out on thenomikishow.com to get your mugs, your totes, and your stickers.